Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into him and he with me. Hello and welcome back to my Bible study channel. Today I'd like to take a look at two of my favorite verses in the Bible. Let's take a quick look at John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. For God so loved the world. Now let's take a look at today's verse, Revelations 3:20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into him and he with me. We see in John 3:16 how he loves the world and the sacrifices he made because of his love for us. Now in Revelations 3:20 we see how he loves us in a more personal way, and that is where we begin today. Behold, he's trying to get our attention. Behold, I am here, guys. Wake up. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. Imagine for a moment an owner that keeps his dog in the backyard. The dog is constantly barking. The owner may go outside to give him some attention, to try to quiet him down. So he goes to church, or he gives to the poor, or maybe even helps his neighbor. But doing these things causes the dog to bark all the more louder. Time passes, and he may be a Sunday school teacher, or even a leader in the church, or even a leader in the community. The dog still barks, but the owner now hardly hears him now. He has gotten so used to ignoring him. Now let's take a look at another owner. This owner goes to a dog show with a friend. He notices that most of the owners have dogs, even though all the dogs have the same characteristics and speak of the same truth. They look a little different to each owner. For the dogs know what to reveal and at what time to their owners. For if we saw everything we needed to work on, it would be overwhelming. For our ultimate goal is to be holy, even though we were born in sin, so we never can be fully holy, but we must strive in trying to become holy. Where in 1 Peter 1:15 and 16 it says, but as he who called you is holy, you also be holy in all your conduct, because it is written, be holy, for I am holy. Now at the end of the show, he walks to the front near where the speaker stood. He knelt down and asked for a dog of his own. When he received the dog, he felt a joy in his heart that he never felt before. His friend takes him home and he thanks him for inviting him to the show. He takes his dog and invites the dog into his home, where the dog starts exploring his new home. Knowing the owner likes to hide things under the bed or in the closet or maybe the refrigerator or the computer or even the cell phone, the dog comes up with a bottle in his mouth. He gives it to the owner, letting him look it over. The owner gives it back to the dog. The dog is pleased, excited. He wags his tail and heads out the doggy door into the backyard and buries it, hoping that the owner does not come out looking for it like he has done in the past. Because it is buried and forgotten, the dog brings one thing at a time to the owner, trying not to overwhelm him. Maybe it's dirty words on a piece of paper, or a dirty magazine, or any other thing that he needs to work on in his life. So, where were we? Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, we need to learn to tune our ears to his voice. The devil will try to tell you, oh, there is too much going on right now. I got this new job or starting a new business. It's just not a good time right now. Don't let him dull your ears to God's voice. You don't know when the last time you will hear his voice knocking at your heart's door. All we can be sure about is right now and right here. If you hear him tugging at your heart, listen to him. Open the door. At the end of this video, there is a simple sinner's prayer that can help guide you if you so choose. This brings us back to our scripture, Revelations 3:20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come into him and dine with him, and he with me. And I will come into him and dine with him, and he with me. Unlike what we see in John 3:16, where he loved and died for the world, here he shows us that he loves us. Loves you in a more personal way. He shows that he is knocking at your heart's door, waiting for us to just open the door so that we can have a relationship with him, to have a relationship with our Creator, where we can learn more about him and even about ourselves. And with him, he brings a peace and joy that only he can bring. You don't have to walk into a throne room or before a judge just waiting for the words guilty. Instead, he wants to meet you as a friend, counselor, or a teacher, whatever the occasion may need, just in that private room of your heart. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or you just want to leave a comment, please feel free.